First thing, get on some warm clothes. If you die of hypothermia or frostbite, you can't feed your animals, so got to make sure you're covered up first. Layer it up. Get your first wicking layer, your second insulative layer. Make sure no cotton. Cotton kills. And you got to get your outer windbreaking layer. It's a cold one today. And then most importantly, you got to have a hat. Majority of heat's lost through the head. All right, let's go. Oh, got to get the corgi in here. All right. It is cold. It feels like I'm in the cold, bitter north. This is a frigid, brutal winter. And I'm going to tell you all you need to know to keep your animals safe when the temperatures drop this cold. And it comes down to the basic essentials: water, food, and shelter. You need water. That's first and foremost. Can't live without water. Here it's a little easier. I don't have to worry about ice too much, but I do need ice. And there's a few ways we can get around that. We can break it up, go out there, smash it with a hammer or a bolt. You can put a heater in it, or you can just replace the water. Back when I was in New Jersey and I had rabbits, I would get a little dog bowl, fill it up with water in the morning before I went to work. When I came home, knock the ice out, fill it up again. Right before bed, go knock the ice out, fill it up again. If you have a big water trough like I have behind me here, you can just put a heater in it. But you need to make sure they have access to non-frozen water. You've got to break up the ice so that way the animals can drink. Look at that. It's actually some thick ice. All right, let's get this one too. Next is going to be food. They need food, and if you have a ruminant like a cow or a sheep, you want to feed grass and not grain. The reason being is the rumen, the bacteria in the rumen, will actually produce heat. That heat helps keep the animal warm. It's like its own space heater inside its gut. Grass takes longer for the rumen to break down, so the bacteria are active a lot longer, producing heat much longer, and helps the animal stay warm. Grain just goes through them quicker, and they don't get that benefit of having that internal space heater as much. And then shelter, last but not least. They need a way or a place to escape the elements if needed. It can be something to get the wind off, a roof over the head to keep the frost and the dew off, to kind of help with some of that radiative loss or heat loss, especially on a cold, clear night. But recommend some type of shelter for them just to get out of the elements and help them come through. All right, now we're gonna check and make sure they got a shelter. We're gonna get this set up. Got my wood chips in there. Hardware is still working. Nice wood chips. You can tell they've been in there this past night. That way they have something to get out of the wind. A little cover to help with some radiative heat loss. And of course, they got a nice wool coat to kind of help them out there. Okay, now there's obviously a lot of sarcasm at play here. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it got cold enough for there to be ice in my water troughs, but realistically speaking, it's in the 50s right now. It got down really cold and then it warmed back up. My bees are even flying around enjoying this nice, cool-ish winter day. So, I mean, where I live in South Alabama, it does not get overly cold. So do I need to worry about prepping my animals for the cold as much as someone in Michigan or North Dakota or the Arctic Circle? No, I don't. But these principles still do hold. When I was in New Jersey, yes, I did actually have to worry about this because it would stay below freezing all day. It wouldn't warm back up like it does now. And the essentials are the same. They need access to water. Non-negotiable. Your animals need water. find a way to put a heater in it. Use a smaller dish that you can fill up, that they'll drink all of and only have a little bit of ice that you can replace. Or if you can, bring them inside. If it's something small like a rabbit, yeah, why not? But they need water and they need feed. You need to feed them. The sheep, definitely don't have to worry about them. They got that nice thick 3-inch wool coat that's going to keep them warm. The cows, they're so large. They have a large thermal mass. One night below freezing isn't going to kill them. Now, I am expecting some lambs, and I do need to worry about the lambs. So if my sheep were to lamb in the middle of the night when it dips below freezing and she's not very attentive like she should be, I might wake up to a dead lamb. So I am very cognizant about that. And I bring them into my stall and my jug at night just in case I'm not awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. And then what I was talking about with that principle of the rumen breaking down grass, that is very applicable. If you are worried about it, just feed hay. Hay is going to help them weather any type of dip down into those colder temperatures. And then shelter. Getting out of the wind is just always nice. Having a roof over your head so you don't wake up soaking wet is nice. They may use it, they might not. But provide those three things: food, water, and shelter, and you'll be able to help your animals weather even the coldest dips down into the 30 degrees. I hope you like, subscribe, and stick around for more content.